Alright, today we're going to be talking about effective communication with persons of diverse cultures and ethnic backgrounds. Diversity in American education. America is a tapestry of different cultures and ethnic diversity. It is estimated that by 2050, less than 50% of the population will have Anglo ancestry. So that means teachers and paraeducators must meet the needs of the students and demonstrate an increase in cultural awareness and communicating with a variety of different cultures. There's some ways that diversity enriches our schools. It shows us different customs from different cultures, holidays and histories, different cultures, and the different ways they celebrate them, some different types of food, and it gives us different methods used to resolve issues such as social, political, industrial, and legal problems. Here are some ways to establish positive communication with students and parents from diverse cultures. Children whose parents are involved in school perform better academically. Families with culturally diverse backgrounds often have difficulty interacting with schools and may have feelings of mistrust, alienation, and lack of information. Some ways to solve this problem is you could send notes home in their native language. Or if you need to call them, use an interpreter service. Establishing positive communication with students and parents from diverse cultures. There might be some problems that arise from differences in language, cultural traditions, values, and beliefs, and child rearing practices. You should learn as much as you can about their culture. Do not overgeneralize because each family is different. There's often more diversity within a particular culture group than between groups. Focus on the child and family strengths opposed to their weaknesses, and display a welcoming disposition and make sure the first interaction has a personal touch. Some ways you could do that would maybe learn how to say hello and a few greetings in their native language. Some strategies for establishing successful communication by understanding and showing acceptance and respect. Be aware that not all cultures are task and time focused. Remember that all parents want their children to succeed, but different cultures may view success in different ways. Demonstrate a genuine interest in their family and send notes home in their native language. Celebrate diversity in the classroom. Display books and decorations that reflect cultural diversity. Learn some key phrases in their language and assist your teacher in developing a curriculum strand to teach other students about another student's culture. Do research on a student or family's country, and you can tie that into a lesson in social studies. All right, we're going to focus on the Sioux because in South Dakota we have the biggest proportion of Native American students in our schools. Around 1800, the Great Sioux Nation dominated the northern plains. Soon after, the Louisiana Territory was purchased from France and people start moving west. In 1868, the Great Sioux Reservation is established in western South Dakota. The government pledges to keep whites out of this territory. In 1874, gold is discovered in the Black Hills by Custer. 1876, the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Custer loses his entire command of 200 men. Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse helped win this battle. In 1889, the Great Sioux Reservation is divided into 6 smaller reservations. 1890 was the Wounded Knee Massacre. 1934, Indian Reorganization Act recognizes tribal governments as sovereign nations. And in 1973, AIM seized the village of Wounded Knee and occupied it for 71 days. Like I said, South Dakota has the highest proportion of Native American students. 4 out of 5 of the poorest counties fall within the American Indian reservations. In the Pine Ridge Reservation, unemployment rate is at 80%. Average income is $8,000 a year, and it has the highest birth rates, lowest life expectancy rates in the Western Hemisphere. Research shows that Native American students who are taught their native languages and in ways that connect directly to who they are and where they live will perform better academically than peers who are not. Denise Juneau, Montana State Superintendent of Schools and a member of the Mandan and Midatsu tribes, says, "If you do not see yourself reflected in your school, do not have a place where you can see people who look like yourself and where you can learn about the history that you know exists, it casts you as an outsider even though you are still inside the building." So some things that you can do, maybe read books about their culture, celebrate the different holidays in their culture, just different things like that. Focusing on the Sioux, about their family. Family is very important to them. Children are a high priority, called Wakinisha, which means sacred. They are rarely punished. Men are providers and women care for the household. Their spirituality. Some practice Christianity but also traditional beliefs. Belief in Wakantanka, which means the great mystery. The Wakantanka created all things. They also believe that all things have a spirit. The white buffalo calf maiden is another important spiritual figure. She taught them that those who are ignorant and have an evil heart might be destroyed by their own actions. She gave them their sacred pipe, which is used in 7 ceremonies: keeping of the soul, sweat lodge ceremony, vision quest, sun dance, making relatives, preparation of womanhood, and throwing of the ball. The Black Hills is a very sacred place. The Sioux is known for their long, straight black hair. They grow hair and cut it when they're mourning. There are 13 tribes that make up the Great Sioux Nation. Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, and Red Cloud were important chiefs. Bear Butte in western South Dakota is a sacred spot, and there are 4 sacred colors: white, which means the north, because that's where the snow comes from; black is west, because that's where the thunderstorms come from; red is the east, for the rising sun; and the yellow is for the south, from the warmth. So remember, we belong to the human family first, and to cultures and ethnic groups second. We are more similar as human beings than dissimilar because of culture or ethnicity.